Nailed it.
Okay, you guys both find a book called 50 Years of Accounting. When you do the thing, then it opens up a secret duct size space behind a bookcase. You remember in the Die Hard movie where John McClane was crawling through the ducts and shit with his lighter? It's
Yeah.
about that size, but for
Oh, excellent.
kids. For
I go in.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Now, other things of note, the picture of the old library is about wall size and hyper realistic painting. And
before we go in there then. Hyper realistic. And it
super,
looks just like
super realistic.
I move something in the library and I look at the picture again.
Oh no, the picture's of a different library.
Ah, okay. Can I put my hand on it?
If you can feel the paint, you know how you can feel the layers of paint and different levels and shit. But as you look at it, give me
I was going to focus my essence on it.
very well. Give me a focusing the essence roll, please. The doc stares
Times
at
two.
the right. You see the dock is beginning to sparkle and shit. And then he's starting to step forward and fade away. What are you doing there, Tommy?
I reach my hand back.
Grab his hand.
And you guys are now somewhere else. Doc, take a card for grabbing Tommy. And you don't know what the fuck happened there, Tommy, but here, let me show you some pictures of where you guys are now. Because you are in a different library. As you can see, they have some weird shit here. Some super big books, lots and lots of books, etc. It smells really old. The air itself feels like nobody has fucking breathed this air in a long time. Except him, maybe. Mm-hmm. He's trying to breathe up all the air, Tommy. What do you do?
Save some for me.
So, yeah, and now the weird thing is there's a picture of the library you just came from on the wall here.
Gotcha. It's a. Do I feel like I've lost any of my magic coming through here, or no?
No.
Okay.
Neat. But yeah, this. Oh, give me an analyze magic there. Also, Tommy can give me an analyze magic. His starts at his learn skill.
Got it.
God damn, you've really built that fucker up, Chris.
I use it every time I can.
Okay, Chris, what you believe is up, because I know that doesn't make it for poor Tommy, is the picture is a gate to a different bubble reality that has this library. If you were to get that picture, which would be really hard because it's the size of a fucking tapestry, roll it up, take it with you. If you cut it up, obviously you're going to destroy it. If you fold it, it might destroy it because you've caused some of the paint to come off. So if you roll that fucker up, then basically it'd be like a bunch of 11 or 12-year-olds stealing a really long-ass carpet, right?
Okay.
And but then you would have your own bubble reality.
Okay. Okay, so after analyzing this, so there's another painting here, right?
Of the library itself.
Right. Is this like a trump card?
Yeah, your character has knowledge of that. Yes, it is. Fuck you. Take it.
Excellent. See, now things.
Now, also, John, make a note somewhere that if you ever want to go in or out, or back actually for both of you guys, if you ever want to go in or out of this, since you've been here once before, it's in essence ×5 roll to go in or out. And yes, there are bad things if you fumble it and shit, but you are in. Also, with your successful analyze magic roll, Chris, you know that it is a good idea to get out of sight of the painting of the library right the fuck now. Me. Otherwise, it has pictures of 2 very naughty children in it.
And this is in the library, correct? You said?
Yeah, this is. I call this the old library, and it seems much older than the library from whence you came. Although the library from whence you came was made to appear to be old.
Yeah, we go deeper in because, as always, that's where all the stuff is.
Yes, and it's super easy to go deeper in as well. So no problem. You get out of sight of the painting. This also would be a remarkably secure place for the PCs to meet if they so desired, because just looking at your footprints and the dust in the floor, nobody's been here in who knows in so long that you can see dust on the wooden floor and leave tracks.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So we sweep our tracks away so we don't get caught.
Then you just see the big sweep thing sweeping. So yeah.
We need to bring an elf in here and make him clean the place.
Oh, you racist, cruel motherfucker. So what would you guys like to do now? You've got pretty much all the security and books you could deal with. The library itself is not dark. It's lit, like because otherwise painting it would just be really super easy. Black. So it's lit, but there's no clear direction on where does the light come from.
Okay.
Weird.
I want to is there like a catalog here?
No. This was apparently stocked by idiots. This is the kind of thing that if you could find somebody who loved cataloging books and imprison them in here, that would be a huge help for you.
Gotcha.
But this has lots of old writing and this place not only has books, it has scrolls, it has tablets, it has all kinds of clay tablets, metal tablets, etc., etc., etc.
Wow.
Is it something that would make us think?
Sit here for years and
yeah.
Sorry, is this like a throwaway place, or is this? But doing our
by throwaway place.
Well, if it's not in the actual library now, when I did my analysis, well, does this seem like a place that would be like books that are no longer in use, out of circulation, kind of thing, or would this be something?
Everything here is probably at least a century out of circulation, or old, century old, at least. You do find a large book on a podium, which immediately captures your attention because there's just too much in here. Too much. Like, yeah, books. If you had a specific thing you were looking for or something like that, that was talked about 100 years ago, this would be a remarkably horrible place to try to research it without a card catalog and shit. But if you had like a team of people, because you can see from the pictures that this library is thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of books. If you had a team of people spend a couple years in here, they could probably start to find some stuff if you needed really old books.
So what's on the podium? Since you said that called
to me. It appears to be, well, yeah, any book on a podium always calls to you. It appears to be some sort of picture book. I am unveiling the pictures now from your picture book. Let's see. This is an example of some of the
old shit.
There you go. There you go. Have fun with those.
There's those wingtip ones that doesn't ring a bell to me on those driders, does it?
Pardon
Look
me?
like, oh, no, never mind. I thought they looked like kind of spider. I just zoomed in.
Now that'd be creepy as fuck to find the same spiders that you guys executed in these pictures. That would be just creepy.
Oh, look at that.
You want to say what you're seeing there for the studio audience?
Well,
Yeah.
that looks like, MyGo, and look, it's, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that Tom knows any of this stuff here, so
Do
enjoy.
these creatures even exist?
Yes. I twitch a little bit.
Like all of them?
Like what?
Like all these creatures that are posted here, or these things actually exist?
Yes. Okay, hold on.
Tommy, give me a empathy roll, please.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably for the
Probably
best.
not because it's not. Yeah.
No worries.
A quick pee break.
Okay. You like your secret library thus far there, Doc?
Mm-hmm.
I figured you'd enjoy those pictures.
See, the funny part is that some of those are what are being in the future world have come and conquered the world, as far as I know, like because they're offshoots of the MyGo.
Welcome to Heavy Plot. By the way, did you find out for sure if you're able to come tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm down.
Hooray! That'll make Yana a happy girl.
So I'm gonna. So that's all that's in the book, though. Are these awesome pictures?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. There's yeah.
I'm figuring there's not going to be any like Cthulhu books.
No. They don't exist in this campaign. Basically, just so you know, if you were to get several man years worth of work into this place, and it could be what I was starting to say there, John, is this place is if you can get several man years worth of work in there, and it could be one guy for a few decades, or it could be a couple dozen guys for a much shorter time, like a year or two, then if you had a question that was answerable like 100 years ago or more, then this is the library you can come to and do library research at full. Or it's a fucking just another bubble reality with a lot of fucking character. Got it?
Yep.
That's pretty much what's in this room, generally.
So what's going on here, Doc? What else we
But
need
you
help me
guys
look
have,
for something?
you guys have figured out one of the secrets of the school. There are many more, but you're the first, so I'm giving you each a card for bothering to find out this. Well, other people tried, but they suck on essence rolls, apparently.
So this is they're like in this book here is a bunch of avatars and things that are helping the great old ones. And
yeah, I mean it's kind of just like you know, Cthulhu in medieval times type shit.
Right. Okay. What the fuck? How is this?
I just picked up negate.
Oh, there it is.
Great. Reduce your hands down to 6. Negate is a good one to keep.
Why aren't you closing properly? God damn it.
Where's the tomato? Okay.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, as cool as this is, there's nothing that's really going to help us find out anything more about the Shadow Academy.
Not unless it was made 100 years ago.
Right. And since the Shadow Academy seems to be less than 10 years old.
Nope. Yeah. You're thinking probably not. Basically, to put it in a different term, Chris, you've just found a giant trump card that is huge and freakishly awkward.
Okay, so here's the important part. Like, before we go back through, is there a signature on it? I'm looking, like, in the corners, looking very carefully to see if anyone signed the trump card, because it is still a piece of art.
It just says Swift in small letters. Tom, it's kind of disturbing when the doc starts evilly giggling and shit. It's really undermining your self-confidence.
You don't share too much information, Doc. What the hell? I mean, keep me up the prize here. We're in this together.
Swift. Actually, both of them. Actually, the son's probably more evil than the father.
And it sounds as if you've met these guys before, you've dealt with them.
Yeah, I think. Kind of. Yes. You know how, like, no. Do you feel like you've had a life before this life?
Well, each time I go into a different room, it seems like that.
Right.
In different realms.
This, not quite, but yes. Anyway, but in a former life, I guess, I know of these people, of the Swift family.
Okay.
Yes, they're evil. They're my kind of evil.
Evil? Under disturbing things to have a 12-year-old tell you, they're my kind of evil. Imagine if your kid walked up and said that to you, John. That's a parenting talk, man.
What kind of evil are we talking about?
The kind of evil that likes to destroy other evil, making the world a better place. Yes.
Yeah.
That is, yes.
Yeah. I'm going to take your word for that.
Good. See, we'll get along fine.
Reduce your hand by one more there, John. You got to get down to 6, sir.
All right, okay.
6 shall be the number. Chris, assuming you grab hold of Tom, go ahead and give me a essence times 5 to escape the library. If you fumble, you are stuck here forever, and basically you will both die of thirst and then suffer the death penalty, and then or he could try to take you out if you want to stick with that roll.
I got to re-roll. I burn it.
Damn it.
What card should I get rid of here? I don't want to. Oh, you said pretty much all of them suck, right?
List them off to Chris. He's got good.
As soon as I hear a shitty one, I'll tell you to drop it.
All right, haste, nada.
Nada, drop it.
Yeah, right. Nada is short for not a goddamn thing. It's basically a filler card.
All right.
All right, so we leave
You avoid being stuck in a bubble reality and leaving 2 child skeletons in there. Good for you. Everything is dangerous in this world. Where to?
Oh, this map makes me want to punch babies. God damn it.
I look at them. You ain't shitting either. Punching babies?
No, that's some Chris kind talking. Sorry.
Welcome to Evil Players.
Punching babies. What the hell are you talking
about? You'll get used to the map eventually. You can study all the maps in your off time if you want to, just to see, like, because if you print them out or whatever, then you can circle shit that you're interested in or make a note somewhere of shit you're interested in. Because a lot of it's, like living quarters or whatever, nobody gives a shit. But you may find something and go, this needs further investigation or whatever.
No, I just hate how it pops open on my computer, like what program uses it, and I want to scroll in and out of it, and it doesn't. It like scrolls to different fucking maps or like to different pictures in the fucking thing. It's driving me fucking nuts.
You can, well, it's a basic image file, so you can probably change what
opens it. Yeah,
you can do all that shit too. Feel free to, that's your copy, you can do whatever you want to it.
See, the problem is that I download it every time. I just have to change the default of everything that gets opened and whatnot. That's all.
Cool. Where to?
Okay. I'd say, because it's late by now, I'm sure. So back to Bobcat Hall so we can get some sleep.
No problem. Would you guys like to attend classes for the rest of the week or whatever until the weekend so that you can safely do your mayhem?
Yes.
Great. I will go real quickly through the school checks. You guys, again, as a reminder, if your skill is 60 or higher in the skill that I name off, you get no check. If it's lower, you get a tick mark. And also, John, don't forget to be putting tick marks next to skills you do successfully. So, Chris, roll me a D8. John, please roll me a high-low.
4.
High-low is a D100?
Any dice has a high and a low. That's high. Great. Okay, you guys both get a check in memory if it's under 60.
Let's see, I'm pretty sure I know.
Memory is a handy skill. Unless you take amazing notes like Chris does, in which case he doesn't use memory very often. I think some players, just so you know, take it as a point of pride not to have to fall back on memory skill. Next is a check in cryptozoology. That's one of your right-hand skills. Chris, have you been to the classes before?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's see. Since you've gotten high on the thing, you guys both get a check in philosophy, if yours is low. And then both of you, please roll your Mandarin skill.
Well, on my language, I have it just says Asian, never specified.
You need to be very specific. Bhutan is very different than Mandarin. And the campaign has actually used lots of different languages.
Philosophy is under what?
It could be a write-in. It could be printed under philosophy. I don't know. I don't get a look at the character sheet very much. But I'm guessing that's a fumble for John's Mandarin. Oh, wait, no, you haven't rolled it yet. Was it?
Well, no,
I thought that was
a high low.
Go ahead and give me a new roll for, no, it's not a success, I don't think. I don't think you started with Mandarin, did you?
Nah. So I guess I would have had to been off the learn.
Yeah. Chris, did you make your Mandarin?
Barely.
You did?
I have
wow.
I have almost fluent, and hopefully after this mission I will.
Great. Okay, Chris, only roll a D14.
A D4, okay. 14.
Great. Let's see. Do you have the sound tree magic?
No.
Congratulations. You pick up a new spell. She is all over the board. Chris, you get this spell at Learn. It's on the sound tree. And Tommy, you get sent to Remedial Mandarin.
Yay.
Take a check in Mandarin. You're stuck with the Canadian kid. Hey, let's see. Chris, roll high, low. John, could you roll a D4 for me, please? So Chris got low and a 1. Okay, great. You guys both get a check in accounting and astronomy. During the Shadowmancy class, you guys should both have the spell Blurred Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John, do you have that written down?
No.
Okay. Now, I will give you a copy paste of the spell in Roll20. You'll want to copy paste it somewhere else. I'll explain how spells work in a bit. That's the spell there, and the spells work exactly the same as the skill. So now Blurred Vision, you have at your learn with a check mark next to it. Okay?
Yeah.
How spells work. Normally PCs don't start with spells for a while, but you guys just happen to be going to a magical academy, and so you will get spells. How the spells work is you have to know the spell better than the GM to cast it. In other words, if you go, hold on a minute, let me look up the range, your spell is going to fail. You need to know all that before you cast it. So, and what the spell does and shit, because otherwise it slows down gameplay. Hence, copy paste it into like a notepad or something like that so you can access it later and look at it. But nothing to worry about now. Just keep track that you got that spell and to check in it.
Oh, Logan, during our during school, I want to be on the lookout for other kids that have sunglasses on.
There are none except you. Oh shit, you didn't tell them about the sunglasses and stuff, did you?
Well, no, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I am wearing sunglasses.
Yeah. He's the only one. Nobody seems to notice or acknowledge it. Chris, roll a D10 for me. Did you guys, John, did Tom ever try the obstacle course?
No.
Really? Okay. Chris, what'd you get on your D10?
Moon.
Great. You guys both get a check in jump if your jump is under 60%. Okay. What the obstacle course is a hellish course that could be used in real life to train special forces motherfuckers. They would enjoy it.
So what if the jump's at 60?
Then nothing. It doesn't help. You already know everything they're trying to teach. Now, here is the obstacle course. You can see pictures of it along the left-hand side. Part of it is over land, part of it is over water. There's a standing challenge from the drill instructor that anybody who can make it through the obstacle course properly, defeating all the obstacles, gets special training. Chris, did you qualify for special training?
No.
Cool. You can try to do this if you wish, John. Do you want to challenge the obstacle course?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me find the obstacle course here, and then we will go through it. Yeah, it is. Students do die, but not too often. Okay, you need to keep track of the following things, John. Each time you fail a roll, you have to keep track of it. If you skip an obstacle, if you enter the water, you got to keep track of it. Also, you have to keep track of each roll you make at a half, a quarter, or a crit. So if you fail something, you keep track of it. And if you do better than just barely making the roll, like if you do super good at it, you have to keep track of it because that gives you points. And at the end of it, your points tell us whether you kicked ass in the obstacle course or did like Doc Fulton and just didn't try hard enough. Okay?
Thank you.
Here we go. There are 12 different obstacles. The first one is a wall you have to go over. They have 3 different sizes depending on the years of the kids. Your choice. Would you like to try rolling a jump or strength to get over that wall?
Let's see. I think they're both. Oh, see the strength here.
Yep.
Where's the strength listed at?
It's near con endurance and stuff, up near the natural weapons and stuff, I believe. First sheet near the top.
Okay. I don't know why I don't see it.
Chris, where's it at on your sheet, buddy?
And what skill?
Strength.
Strength is in the first sheet, right around 1, 2, 3. The third paragraph down at the bottom, on the right-hand side.
Because I got my shit printed out. Oh, I don't see it.
I'd use jump then.
Yeah, let's do that.
Great, roll. Okay.
Nailed it. More than half. Well, it's
half?
60, so 23.
Yeah, half. Yeah, if it's like a 7, then it has to be, if it's close to a quarter, then that means it's just a half. So keep track, you got one roll at half. Next is a wall you have to scooch under. No roll required, you do that. Next is a wall with a hole in the middle of it, and you have to either use dexterity, it's like listed under dex maneuver,
yeah,
first sheet, or acrobatics, your choice.
I'm going to go with my dex.
Cool. Strength is close to dex. If you're finding dex, strength is close by that bitch. So go ahead and roll your dex.
Got it.
Success. Just successes you don't have to keep track of. No problem. Next is a balance beam. All you have to do is go across it. Your choice of either dex or acrobatics.
I keep with dex.
Cool. Don't forget to put check marks next to one. Okay. So you fail that. Keep track of fail 1. Like you make little tick marks or whatever. Do you want to retry the obstacle or skip the obstacle?
I'll retry it.
Give me a new dex roll. If you fail this, then you end up skipping it.
Made it.
Great. No problem. Next is a big dome that kind of looks like Thunderdome, if you're familiar with that, made of bars. It's like the big monkey bars, but in a dome. And they have padding in there, but it's still falling over a story if you fall off of it. So give me a climb roll as you climb up one side and down the other. This is referred to as the blood dome.
No.
Right. Roll a d6 damage on yourself as you scream and fall off into the padding. You take 5 points of damage. Keep track of that somewhere. Would you like to try this obstacle again or skip it? Keep track of you also failed in one thing.
Well, considering that hurt now.
Okay, get rid of the fail, mark off the fail, and just put 1 skip. Right, now give me an endurance roll. It's listed under con endurance or endurance con. It's close to where your dex is.
I don't know what the hell is wrong with my print, but I want to roll, see what it is. No.
Okay, your muscles your little 12-year-old muscles are all a quiver. That's when they give you a gun. It looks like kind of a plasticky zap gun. You recognize this because this one's just, all it can hurt are like these can type things that you're expected to shoot at. But you recognize this as you have to activate it, and you know how to do that, work damn it or whatever. And that spends 1 magic point. And then you have to hit 3 targets. Now, quick note, if you're wanting to stick with do you have a lot of endurance skill on your character or no? Con endurance? Yeah?
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know where the hell that's at. I don't know why.
It's close. Well, you found your dex. It's close to that. Super close to that.
Oh, I can't see it.
Did you hold your character sheet up? Do you see your dex on there?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I have it printed out.
Right. Could you hold up your character sheet to the camera? I'm curious to take a look at it here. Chris, see if you can help out because you might be able to see it also. You might want to pull back just a little bit. We're looking because actually here,
I remember seeing it here before
though.
Dex is just under held weapons, natural weapons, and then it'll be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the Dex. I have that, but for some reason I don't.
What are you looking for?
Strength?
No, in con endurance.
Oh, that's a write-in.
Is it?
Yes.
Fuck. You're fucked. Okay. So sorry. Yeah, I'd make a note of that in the write-ins. I had no idea it was a write-in skill. Hopefully it's not anymore on the new sheet, but anyway, I will fucking make a note of that. So you're -20 on your future rolls because your little 12-year-old or 11-year-old muscles are all a quiver, okay? You're pretty much spent, but you're trying to press on. So at -20, you're trying to make 3 successful pistol rolls. You can fire until you've missed 5 times. Once you've missed 5 times, you're pretty much, instead of just failing 5 times, you're skipping the obstacle.
All right. Well, thank God I have that as a skill.
Yeah. While you look that up, I am going to look. Excellent.
How many times we roll?
3. You want 3 hits.
Nope. And yeah. I nailed that one. 2 out of 3.
Oh, no, you can keep trying until you get all 3 at -20.
So I get 3 more rolls?
Well, no, you just do one roll each. Do another roll. Did you make it or fail?
Made it.
Okay, you're done. You only missed once?
Yes.
That's pretty good. Keep track of one miss or one fail, and you are done with that course. Yeah, on the Chris, on the April 19th character sheet, I do see con endurance is listed in there. So I do not know. I will have to try to remember to look and see what sheet is up on the boards in a bit. So
mine was, you know what though, my character sheet's from when we first started. So
yeah, but I don't know which one is listed on the ATAW boards. So I want to try to make sure that they've got it. John, the base in con/endurance is 25, so that's going to be higher than your learn. So you got to start with 25 instead of learning that.
Endurance.
25.
Not yet. Not yet. Mommy already knows that. So con and endurance is 25, you said?
Yeah, it's all one skill, and it's 25.
Okay.
Yeah, I just looked at the sheet on the board. Your sheet is the April 19th, 2018 sheet. It does have con endurance on, so it's on there. It's just hiding from you somehow, sir.
Oh, yep, I got it. I see it now. It's on the
yeah. It's the last one under natural weapons. There you go. But yeah, you see where it says martial arts a bunch of times on your sheet? Underneath that, the dex, maneuver, luck, strength, con, those get called on a lot. So keep track.
Mine's not listed there. Mine's listed. My dex and stuff is on a separate piece of paper for some reason.
Weird. I would recommend consolidating yourself.
I don't know. I mean, wherever I got your sheet, from, I don't know if it must be an old one.
Well, no, I just looked at the new player start here section on the board. We're on the same sheet. There's no, yeah. So I know what it probably was. you didn't print out the character sheet. You printed out the Pete's sheet that helps compute shit.
Yes.
Print out the character sheet when you can and transfer your shit onto that. That has everything. I don't know what Pete's computing sheet has on it. I cannot vouch for that. Okay, so next up, you have to climb a huge fucking cargo net at -20. Go for a climb roll. They have padding, so if you fall off, then, you know, hopefully you won't die. So
is this the one I said I was going to skip?
No. Oh, wait. No, you didn't end up skipping anything. This is a lot less high than the blood dome thing. Also, it takes you up to the water obstacles.
And what am I rolling this under?
Climb at -20.
Actually, I'd made it.
Great. And checking that. Right. Rather than coming down, you are now on a high ramp over the distant ground. There's a supported rope and wood plank bridge that takes you over to the relatively clean water where there are further obstacles. The first one is you're hopping between chair seat sized platforms while avoiding a spinning arm trying to get to a new platform. So at -20, as you are dog tired, and you can stop doing the obstacle course at any time you wish, by the way. Also, they have lifeguards sitting by, waiting to watch your lifeless corpse float by them. So give me at a -20, give me a jump roll there, -20. If you succeed, then you pass the obstacle. If you fail, you scream, fall in the water, splash, and we'll probably end up drowning.
Good. No.
You scream and fall off, getting swept off of the thing by the arm. Roll a D4 damage to yourself. Excellent. Only one. Now give me a swim roll at -20 as you are completely exhausted. You're spent. Your arms are barely moving anymore.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Roll a 1. Nailed it.
Make a note that you failed an obstacle, entered the water, and got a crit. You are now out of the water and up for the next more horrible obstacle than the one you just fell off of. This one is a ball buster. In fact, it's a quad ball buster. There's 4 huge balls surrounded by water. You have to jump onto one, hop, 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 and yeah. So in order to pass this, do you have parkour skill?
No, because I didn't. All the things had to be at 60 in order to have it, correct?
No worries. Give me then a jump, acrobatics, and dexterity roll. Add -20 for each of the rolls, and you have to make all 3. Jump, acrobatics, dexterity. Good luck. Be right back.
At negative what?
-20.
No, I didn't make that. Jump, acrobatics, and I don't even think I took acrobatics, which, no. And what was the last one?
Jump, acrobatics, and shit, I don't remember the last one.
Let's see, well, I don't think I made the last one, so.
Did you do it?
I only made one.
Right. You face plant, you slip, you face plant into the side of the ball, feel your feet kick yourself in the back of the head, scream, and then fall into the water.
I'll be right back.
Great. I personally recommend skipping this obstacle. Give me a swim roll to try to get out of the water.
Nailed it. Yeah.
You made your swim at -20. Do you want to try that obstacle again or just skip
Negative.
it? Pardon?
Negative.
All right. Make a note of a skip. Actually, I don't think you even need to keep track of your score anymore. If you survive the obstacle course at this point, you'll be doing pretty good. I don't think you're getting to get the extra training though. But well, actually, why not keep track of it? You might. There are 5 steps over the water, 3 on one side, 2 on the other. There's a picture of it. You have to leap back and forth over the water, to get these different steps. Your choice of either jump skill or acrobatics at the -20.
The jump.
Go for it. Yeah, I don't think at -20. Right. You're back in the water. Give me a swim roll. -20.
Negative.
Right. Roll a d4 damage on yourself as you attempt to inhale the brackish pool of water that you now are flailing around madly in without a life vest. Are you out of hit points yet?
6. I'm down to 6.
Cool. Give me a new swim roll at -20 as you are attempting to flail around. The lifeguards watch and wait. These are some. Roll another. Yes, roll another d4 on yourself.
1.
One of the lifeguards goes, "Do you give up?"
Yes.
They will attempt to get you out of the water. Let me see if they flail around and die as well. How they get you out of the water? Great. So no problem. They pull you out of the water. There's some scattered applause. You gave it a good try. As you can tell, though, this obstacle course is a fucking nightmare. It's also the what the school does instead of Quidditch. This is their big team sport that they compete in. They don't really expect 11 and 12-year-olds to mess with this that much. You guys are mostly into PT and trying to strengthen your little bodies so that someday you can be abused in this horrible obstacle course. But you do get some props for trying, and there's some polite applause from that. That was the obstacle course. So, yeah. Anyway, that's when you notice the doc has wandered off.
Where the hell?
Apparently, he thought you were going to die during the obstacle course, so he's given up on you and got off to get cake or something.
There's that evil in him.
Oh, yeah. You're starting to wonder, are these guys the good guys or the bad guys or both? It's kind of like wondering if your partner is on the take or not. Just one of those horrible questions that you have to ask yourself sometimes. Like, God.
So these maps that I'm using, it's just there's ones with the lines and stuff. Is that cool?
Yeah, that is the map. They've got like names of different things, and if you follow the line straight, that shows you what you either have to go through or past in order to get somewhere else.
Which one are we on anyway? I was following it kind of sort of.
You're on the Shadow Academy currently.
Yeah, I'm in Shadow Academy. I'm just trying to figure out which
which
line and which picture.
The outdoors area.
We're at picture-wise, top left, bottom right.
Bottom right. There's a picture of the parade / drill grounds. If you find the picture of the little kid at the shooting range, it's above that.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
And then it says bleachers, obstacles / confidence course.
Yes.
That's where you are exactly. Now, also, half of the damage you've taken, if you get a good night's sleep, will automatically go away. The rest, we will show. Just remind me that you're injured when your character goes to sleep, and I'll show you how the healing thing works in this game, okay?
Okay. I can't do first aid on myself, can I? Somebody else has to do that.
Yeah, but Honestly, it won't be a big deal. Doing the good night's sleep to heal up will give other benefits that you'll find soon.
Okay.
I recommend trying that first before having somebody heal you up.
This paper that the person gave us is kind of like all these time zones.
Pardon?
The paper that chick gave us, I was just flipping through it again.
Mm-hmm.
These are all these time zones that we go through, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Even the experienced guys, when they looked at it, they aren't completely clear on what everything is. Because the guy who sent it didn't make things super clear for some reason. Which I'm not sure. I think the note was half wanting to get other people information and half pranking, but I could be wrong. But it'll be very interesting when you meet up with, because everybody has their own strengths. Like I said before, like the guy that you're running with now, he's good at like, let's get shit done. He wanted to give you the opportunity to try to get through the obstacle course because you get a little extra shit if you can do it successfully. And you get a bunch of checks even if you don't. But his good thing is getting shit done. The guy who sent the note, his thing is figuring out deeper mysteries. He lives for that shit. So when you meet him,
I'm curious if that Beowulf one was something in the Shadow Academy. I thought, with the library and shit.
Yep, many questions. I think Chris is probably shitting his brains out right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's on a special diet and he's lost like 150 pounds or some
That's
amazing
awesome.
amount. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I get weighed in next week.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm worried if Chris keeps losing weight that eventually we won't be able to find him at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's done with the obstacle course. They ended up pulling him out with the corpse poking poles, and they bring him mostly drowned to you. And yeah, he's in bad shape right now, but I mentioned that he might want to try a good night's sleep to see how that works on the healing.
Oh, did he take damage there too?
Yeah,
tons.
But I was still going strong.
That's the spirit. Has anybody told you you're doing a good job today?
I got a little bit of applause.
So where would you guys like to go? Keep in mind you're pretty much helping him to walk for a while until he gets his strength back. The obstacle course took it all.
Gotcha.
Last dude put me on his back and ran me. Different time. You know what I'm saying?
My name wasn't Muldoon, was it?
No.
Okay.
So what do you guys do?
Look at your reaction to that.
Fucking Muldoon. Okay, carry on. Make Rocket go now, Chris.
Okay, so what I want to do now is, well, just randomly, I want to find out when is there the next play or like choir concert?
Soon, if you want. I don't know.
Oh,
they have them all now and then. They're doing like Three Little Maids from School or whatever. They're always doing horrible shit like that.
Okay, so here's my reasoning for this load. Okay, is because there's the Phantom of the Opera and he hasn't been seen.
Right.
I'm thinking that when there's a performance, maybe.
No problem. You guys spend some time stalking. Phantom of the Opera, he doesn't seem to be around. He mainly only exists within your mind. By the way, quick side note while you're stalking around, down in the Phantom of the Opera cave, I may have forgotten to mention this. Each of you take card. Cards are useful for when GM forgets something. There are hooks on the walls with a lot of the half face mask thing made of porcelain, which, unless you're either in an opera or dealing with idiots, would not disguise you from anything. However, in the opera, if you put on a half mask like that, people will instantly not know who you are for some reason. Also, long black cloaks, well, long for kids. And I think there's 4 or 5 of the kid inflatable donuts with different animal heads, like a giraffe and a monkey and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, question. Do any of them, are any of them lovers?
No, none. There. A quick look around shows that there are no secret doors down here, but it does look like the giraffe one was inflated and then put on the hook, and the rest are not inflated. So somebody went through trouble blowing up the giraffe kitty inner tube for like kiddie pool, but then left it on the hook for reasons.
Okay, we're gonna get some good food. We're gonna have lunch, I guess.
Are you guys wanting to just cut to the weekend so you can go off and do deeds? It is Saturday. You guys wake up bright and early. You get a good, healthy breakfast. It's daytime, unless you want to wait till Saturday night for your certain deeds. I don't care. Okay, you guys have you've gathered whatever supplies you want. Had a good breakfast, good night's sleep. Oh, good night's sleep. Now, John, you want to give me a willpower roll. Lower is better. I'll show you how this works. Roll me some dice.
There you go.
Oh, fuck. Okay. What happens is put a little tick mark next to your willpower stat. That is a willpower ×1. You go to sleep a bruised up, beaten up turd. You wake up in the morning, and since you rolled a willpower ×1, you are completely, miraculously healed. Nice. It's the equivalent of having 2 broken legs one day, going to sleep, waking up, and they're fine. It's odd.
Damn, that was a hell of a sleep.
It really was. So, yeah, there's more to the healing. Like if you get a shittier willpower roll, less damage heals, but ×1, you are fine the next day for reasons. So, you guys have gotten together. Where to? And what are you bringing?
I bet we bring I'm going to grab a school bag with me just in case we need to take anything.
Where is that school bag that you were talking about located?
I believe I'm trying to remember if we put it inside. Should I roll something to see if I remember that, or do I?
What do you remember? Let's start with that first.
I think we put it in one of the rooms, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember.
Which school bag are you talking about now?
The one that had our guns in it. The guns that we had.
Oh, I know where that one is. Okay, give me a memory roll to have any idea of where it is.
Pretty sure I got that.
Hope so. I have no idea what kind of memory skill you have.
Yes.
Cool. Put a tick mark next to memory. He takes you over to Damarung Corridor. Let me know if you find that. And I would recommend finding it because this is a useful place to know.